Welcome to another edition of the PlanWell Podcast, hosted by owner and attorney of Cary Estate Planning, Paul Yokobitis.
Hey everybody, it's Paul Yokobitis from Cary Estate Planning. Welcome to season 2 of the PlanWell Podcast. We took a little bit of a hiatus to sort of circle the wagons, regroup, plan some content, and get the ball rolling again for a strong season 2. We've got some interviews lined up that I think you're going to really enjoy and will be beneficial for our viewers and listeners. But I wanted to take an opportunity today to do sort of a short update episode to sort of tell you where we're at as a firm, what we've been up to, what's changed. We've had a lot of growth recently, so I want to walk through that, tell you how we're managing things through COVID, and just sort of where we're at. So first, to date, I guess it's been, almost 6 months since the beginning of COVID. And, the initial thought when things started to sort of get crazy was to put everything on hold, right? To sort of shift as much as we possibly could to virtual. We do a lot of Zoom meetings still, but since I guess the end of April, I think April 20th was the first day that we were conducting signing meetings in person after the initial shutdown. But since the end of April through today, we've done over 190 signing meetings in our Cary office. And so we've been able to do that in a really safe, secure, and efficient way, right? We make sure that everybody who enters our office is wearing a mask, right? I'm not wearing a mask right now because I'm on video. I'm in my office by myself. But anytime clients come into our office, everyone's wearing a mask. We're very careful and cautious to make sure everything's wiped down with bleach or Lysol-based disinfectants. And we make sure that people are using pre-sterilized pens and taking the pens with them, and that they're only in our office as long as is needed. So everything's very efficient. We're able to utilize our glass conference room to make sure that a no contact signing experience is the normal with us. And so far we've had what I would say is 100% success. We haven't had any transmission. We haven't had any scares or anything like that in our office with any of our clients or team members. And so we've been able to provide a significant service to our clients without really jeopardizing their health and safety. And so we keep on having signing meetings usually on Mondays and Tuesdays every week, and just sort of continuing through the normal process and trying to get people, to a point of peace of mind and relief, right? And so we've also, along the last 6 months since, or I guess throughout 2020, we've made numerous hires. We've grown our team significantly since the beginning of the year. We hired Austin, our marketing coordinator, at the very beginning of the year in January. Cary, our probate lawyer and estate planning lawyer, joined in March, right as we were opening the Cary office and right before COVID happened. Then we added Deja in June, and she's been supporting, Cary's practice on the probate side. Has been a massive, benefit to our team. We're very lucky to have her. And then we recently added 4 more team members who are all onboarding or about to onboard right now. Josh, who joined our team on the 31st of August, just earlier this week. He's assisting on the probate side as well as a legal assistant. And then we hired Amanda, who is our new client intake specialist, who starts next week, and Kate, who's another legal assistant on the estate planning side, who starts next week as well. And then we recently hired another lawyer, and that hasn't been made official on her end yet, so won't make that announcement just yet. But we'll plan to update our website with new team member profiles and to make sure everybody can have an introduction to our new team members. We now, with all these new additions, we have 11 team members in place, which is crazy because we ended 2019 with 3. And so the growth has been obviously a blessing, but it's also been, as with all changes, has been, some difficulties as well. But luckily, we as a team have systems and processes and onboarding and those sort of things already really dialed in. So adding new team members to our team is not, reinventing the wheel. We're just bringing, people's individual strengths and adding them to our team in a meaningful way. We recently opened our second Cary office. So in addition to our primary office at 155 Parkway Office Court, we now have an office at 120 Preston Executive Drive, which is over by La Farm Bakery and Melon Mushroom Pizza. It's actually right behind those two restaurants. And that allows us to be more accessible for West Cary and North Cary. And so, the issue with our current office is it's on kind of one side of Cary. So it's more in the southern, Lockmere, McGregor side of town. And so it's a little bit of a drive for the other, Cary residents, especially the 27519 area. And so we weren't able to get a solid spot in the West Cary neighborhoods or around 540 or 55, but we were able to get a great office in the Prestonwood neighborhood. And so we'll be able to take client meetings there, to be able to meet with people a little bit closer to home, which is great. Continuing our dedication to the town of Cary and its growth, along with our own growth in that community. We also have made the decision to no longer have a Raleigh office. So at the end of September, we're going to no longer have a downtown Raleigh office. We just, over the last few months, haven't really been able to use that office. And so we've decided that our efforts and our time and our, monetary investments are better used in our other existing offices. So we'll continue, obviously, to have our primary Cary office. We'll have our Prestonwood Cary office, and then we'll continue to have our Wake Forest office, which we've been there for almost a year now. Still, providing high-level service to anyone in Raleigh who wants to come to any of our offices in Cary or Wake Forest. We just won't have that Raleigh physical location anymore. All good things, all good terms, just a change in strategy. We're also going to be later this year launching a memorial scholarship in my brother's name. My brother Will unfortunately passed away in April, and he had struggled recently with drug addiction. And unfortunately in April, he lost that battle, and it was very unexpected and was definitely a shock to our family. But we want to create something that can help families who are also impacted by drug abuse. And so we're going to create a memorial scholarship in Will's name that's going to be given to students whose lives have been impacted by drug abuse. And so we want to try to give back to the community in that respect, honor Will's memory, and then also maybe help families like ours who have been impacted by drug abuse. And then we're also going to be rolling out a teacher appreciation campaign, I guess. And it's going to be essentially a process where people can nominate their favorite special education teacher. And we're going to pick 5 special education teachers to receive $100 Visa gift cards. And so this is just a thank you to teachers who give so much to the special needs community. And obviously we work with a lot of families who have children with special needs, where we do adult guardianship and special needs trusts and ABLE account planning and those sorts of things. And I think, in the planning and in the support of special needs parents, special education teachers are often sort of the unsung heroes in their day-to-day, success. And so that's our way of giving back to special education teachers and making them feel appreciated. So you should see more about both of those programs, the scholarship and the nominations for, your favorite special education teacher in the coming months. We're really excited about both of those campaigns and look forward to continuing those on into the future, not just in the short term. So that's kind of where we're at. This is the beginning again of season 2 of the PlanWell Podcast. Have a lot of great interviews lined up over the next few weeks. So we're looking forward to that. And we, as always, we welcome your feedback. If there's people you want us to interview, if there's topics or things that you want us to discuss, happy to shoot us a line, info@carystateplanning.com. Otherwise, hope you enjoy the remaining days of summer and that you get a much needed break over the Labor Day weekend. This is Paul from Cary Estate Planning with another episode of the PlanWell Podcast.
That's it for this week's episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you all next time.